we're 2 minutes out. 2 minutes out. Wait, guys, wait. Oh, yeah. Great day here in Texas. Here we go. There we are. There we are. Let me get that stuff off. I do that just so I can hear the music. And good morning, Texas bikers and bikers all across the nation. This is Texas Biker Radio, a Friday the 13th news brief. Oh, yeah, yeah. So get ready, guys. As you can see up here, that is our web page. You can also view these podcasts on our web page, texasbikerradio.org, and we post them up there on the front page, and you can view our podcast right there. Also on YouTube, also in Facebook at Sons of Liberty Riders MC, and other places. And let me say, today is Friday the 13th. I am not a superstitious person. I am not. Back in the day when I moved ladders around, installing fire alarms, installing burglar alarms, and all that kind of stuff, I moved ladders around. I walked underneath them. I walked between them. I will run over a black cat. So I am not a superstitious person. So let's have a great day, regardless that it's Friday the 13th. And I'm here this morning to talk to you about the ruse that is going on. And if you hadn't guessed what it is, it's with the China virus. That is the ruse that's going on. Let me tell you, we have the media, we have the Democrats, we have big tech, everybody trying to scare the hell out of everybody about the China virus. Now, is it deadly to 10% of the people? It is, and that's too much. But there's a 90% survival rate. There is, and I am proof of that. I'm in my 70s, low 70s, I might say. And yes, I have the China virus right now. I'm under quarantine. I'm taking medicines to help battle this or fight this. It's easier for me to say fight. And so, I take, and I'm going to show you here real quick what it is I'm taking. And you should know this, guys. You should know this. This medicine right here is one I'm taking. Dexamethasone. That is a medicine that helps you fight off the infection that may attack your lungs from or your lungs do this when the China virus attacks your lungs. They inflame. And this is designed to counteract that inflammation. It's designed to help you with that. So that's one of the things to take. The other is, I'm going to show you here real quick. Now there's 2 items on this picture, and this one right here. What I'm taking right now is that azithromycin. That's what I'm taking. There are people out there that can get the hydroxychloroquine. There are people out there that can get that, especially if you have lupus or a rheumatoid arthritis. Those are the medicines I'm taking right now. Not hydrochloroquine, I'm taking the azithromycin. And so, you know, it's just something I thought you should know. Something I thought you should know. Now, I'm in my 8th day of quarantine, so, you know, everything is good. I'm breathing better. I do not have fever. No longer have, I hate to even say it, no longer have the diarrhea and stuff that comes along with this. And so, you know, I'm doing well. There are survivors. And I'll tell you what I'm thinking about in a minute when I talk about more about the ruse. Now, what they're trying to do, and especially when you have a Chicago mayor say that, hey, we're going to cancel Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, yeah. Or she's suggesting that. Sorry about that. Let me say this. Go to hell. Go to hell. You should not cancel Thanksgiving. You should take precautions if you're having a gathering. And yes, a lot of this stuff is spread at family gatherings. And especially among the communities where families get together a lot, like the Hispanic community. They're not going to stop that. They're not going to stop it. It's in their DNA. And also in the black communities. It's the same thing there. They're going to have their get-togethers. And like any other group, like our motorcycle club, we're going to have our get-togethers. We're going to have this stuff regardless. Because we know the truth of it all. And, you know, at times, the CDC does tell the truth. At times. But with Dr. Fauci in charge and going on to these damn talk shows, CNN, MSNBC, all the filthy ass shows out there, and he is a political wonk, is what he is. And I promise you, he is a progressive. He is. But let me tell you this, we should not buy into this at all. They don't want you thinking about the voter fraud and everything that's going on with that. They're trying to get your mind away from that and get you to accept the narrative that they're pushing out there that there is a Joe Biden elect when there's no such thing. Now, let me say this. Let me say this to you. The Trump team knew this was coming, all the voter fraud. They knew it was coming. They've been preparing for it for over a year. They are on top of this. Let me tell you, these states that stopped the counting and overnight came up with all these votes for Biden, I do believe are in deep trouble. Because have any of you heard, let me take care of this. Sorry about that. Should have signed that. Have you any heard about these Dominion voting machines or software? It may be software. It may not be voting machines. Anyway, from what I understand, this company that all these liberal states used, and many of them did, the same software, the same outfit, has foreign interest involved in it. It's said to be Venezuela, but we're not sure about that. But hey, let's move on with it. These machines produce millions, I'm saying millions, of votes for Joe Biden overnight. Overnight. This is the reason the elections were stopped. When they saw Trump was going to take the lead, when they saw that, they stopped the voting and overnight used the software to produce millions of votes for Joe Biden. It's incredible, everybody. And that they knew about this and they are on top of it. They're on top of it. There were other things they did prior to the election to be able to identify these mail-in voting ballots and the envelopes they came in. They were things they did, you know, like a $20 bill that has that stuff inside of it. When you see a cashier hold it up to the light to see if it's in there, guess what? That was on those mail-in ballots. That's what I understand. That's what I understand. They are on top of this. These states are not gonna sanction these fraudulent elections. They're not gonna do it. This is gonna go to the House, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Now, what do we do? What do we do? One thing we do is we don't buy in to the China virus 24/7. It's on the news out there. We fight back. We fight back. We tell them bullshit. And what I'm thinking about doing right now is having a COVID or a China virus survivor rally in front of the courthouse in Fort Worth, Texas. Mask, no mask, it doesn't make any difference. I should be over this by then. I should not be contagious by then. And, hey, I'll get out there and lead the frickin' charge. I will. And you know I will. So this is what I'm thinking about doing. And for you guys in other states, you know, hey, let's push back, everybody. We have no reason to concede this election to Joe Biden, no matter what the media says, no matter what big tech says. And, you know, Facebook is getting goofy as hell. It really is. It really is. And I want to remind you something about Facebook. I said the other night about the bait and switch that goes on with their vendors. And if you remember, I talked to you about, I hope you saw that show. If you didn't, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to talk to you about this right here. This is that great flashlight that they show you that they're shining on the trees, that that it looks really good. Well, in actuality, it's about 1.5 inches long. You know, you can hold it in your hand. And is it as bright and powerful as they say it is? Tonight, Friday the 13th, I'm going to go out and we're going to demonstrate this, just how the awesome power of this flashlight. Yeah, we're going to go out and demonstrate that tonight, and we'll be showing it to you over the next couple of days. It's bait and switch, everybody. By the time you get this, it's about $30. And when they show it on the advertisement, it looks a lot larger than this. And I've had that happen before. I'm looking for that little bitty drone I bought from them that, you know, it looked to be like, you know, a drone about this size. Well, it's about this big. And that was another bait and switch. Yeah. And they come in a generic box with no, just in a box with no instructions, nothing where it's from. And It's kind of stupid, really. Now, it's built pretty well, I have to admit that, but it's not what they say it is. It's not what they say it is. We're going to demonstrate it tonight and have it on there for you over the next day or two. Should be interesting. And I see our chat lines populated. That's a good thing. And you guys, how we do this is you share our videos, you like and share them wherever you may be watching it from, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, wherever you're watching from, or whether it's even our webpage, texasbikerradio.org, that you see playing right up here. Right up here. That's on the front page. And so, and we post articles in there. And of course, yesterday we invited people, if they wanted to write an article and put it in texasbikerradio.org. We are certainly receptive to that, especially if you're in one of these states where this crap is going on. And, you know, we know it's bikers, everybody, you know, not everybody likes politics. You know, they say, hey, when are you going to get away from that and back to biker stuff? Well, let me tell you, everything that's going on is taking all the air out of the room. And because of the China virus, there's just not that much going on. Now, are other groups still getting together? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But we can't go out and film that kind of stuff. That, you know, it would be disrespectful. It would be, especially in our world, the MC world. You don't do that, and you don't put anybody's face on the out on the internet without their permissions, and we don't. In any group, well, matter of fact is we don't even mention any clubs by name unless they give us express permission to do so. Because we're not about that. We want everybody to get along. We want every group out there, we want every club out there to get along, and we pray that they do. Now, will they have conflicts? Yeah, they will. Just like in every group, just like we see going on out there every day with all these different groups that are out there battling each other to no end. And just like our fight with big tech and our fight with the media and fight with everybody else, it's one big freaking brawl, everybody. That's what it is. But you know what? It's not bikers that would be called domestic terrorists. We're seeing the domestic terrorists play out on our television screens every night. That's what we're seeing. And so, you know, we are in a fight. And believe me, everything is political. It doesn't matter whether you want it or not. It has to do with your ability to take care of your family, your ability to do the things you want, your ability to have a good life, your ability to have a constitution that protects you. That's what all this is all about. So whether you want it or not, it's there. It's there. It's going to affect you, whether it's the China virus or whether it's just everyday life. Because they're trying to control what we think. They're trying to control what we do. They're trying to control every aspect of your life, including what you may drive, including what fuels you may use, including how much you're taxed as we go along here. And so everybody out there has work to do, whether they want to or not. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Yeah. Let me see. I am feeling good today. Good today. And I'm chomping at the bit. I'm chomping at the bit to do more, but I'm doing all I can from here. That's what I'm doing. And so we've got time together, at least every other day, when stuff crops up that's going on. And today, to me, it's the Ruse. And so let me say some hi to some people in the chat line. Hello, Moondog, Mike Matisse, Earl Bennett. How are you guys doing? Ghost Eagle, how are you doing? Al Matthews. Man, I don't know where oh, wait a minute, let me scroll up some. There may be some I missed. Jamon Rooney. There you go. I think I got just about everybody covered right now. And of course, this is a midday show. We probably get better coverage at night. And I do like doing them in the evening rather than during the day like this. But you know, I just felt I needed to get this out there now. Just so you kind of know what's going on for the weekend. And, you know, push back. If you have a rally going on in your area for Trump, go to it. We got, I wish I could, and I promise you, if I could, I would be out there, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm doing well, and the people that we've been around over the last couple of weeks, they're doing well. We did not spread this thing to our brothers and sisters and everybody else. So, you know, that's a good thing. We have no clue where we got this. No clue. You can get this anywhere. You can get it walking into a store. You can get it going into filthy Costco or a filthy super Walmart. Yes, you can. You can get it going to a gas pump if you're not wearing gloves. You can get it just anywhere. You can, and, you know, I'm not too sure the mask does anything because when I went to those kind of places, I did wear a mask. The only time I really didn't much wear a mask was at our Halloween party, and nobody there got it except for me and my wife. So we have no clue, and I don't think most people do. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. And of course, we're going to continue to march forward. We're going to continue to ride forward. We're going to continue to do the things that we do as a political group whose mission is to defend the Constitution and those who've had their constitutional rights violated. We still have bikers and people here in Texas that are facing criminal charges, and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. And this is over Second Amendment issues. And we will fight that. We will fight that every day. We will fight it in the upcoming legislature. We will fight it. Oh, and I couldn't go without bashing the FBI. As I brought up last night on that show about Millennial Millie and the election night coup attempt. You know, why those people aren't in jail, I don't know. Those are true domestic terrorists. That would include the BLM, that would include the Antifa types, that would include the other organizations involved in that, including the DNC, AOC, and others. I don't know why they're not in handcuffs. I don't know why. But I blame that on Homeland Security. I blame that on the FBI because they are not doing their jobs, at least as far as we know. Now, if they're doing something out there, if they're actually taking some action, they should let somebody know, and there should be a big splash to quell this. And there should be a big splash about the voting fraud that has gone on in this country. And if they're not going to do it, we got to do it. We got to do it. Now here on November 19th, I should come out of quarantine. I'm feeling better. The symptoms are going away. And, you know, we've got work to do. And it may start when we get out there and have our COVID survivor rally. And we'll have plenty to say on that day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be charismatic. It's going to be wild is what it's going to be. With that, everybody, you guys on the chat line, we love you. Participate. Send me some articles from your area, wherever it might be, Detroit, Arizona, wherever. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's screw up their narrative. Let's screw it up big time. With the truth. With the truth. This is Butch Popeye Moss. Ride safe, everybody. If you don't have a motorcycle, buy one. Come ride with us. Bye-bye.